All right. Hello, everybody. I'm April. Welcome back to another episode in our Mind and Body Connection series that we're doing. I'm with the Missouri Show Me Hope Crisis Counseling Program. We're here just to provide resources about coping skills, resiliency, things to help make your lives a little better, hopefully. So today, I wanted to kind of talk about summer, and along comes with summer. Um, we have heat. We have time away. If you're in school, you have time away from your friends, spending extra time at home, spending time with your family. So I thought a good thing to talk about would be staying safe this summer, whether it is at home or whether you are at school, and whether it's being safe physically, being safe mentally. Going over some of these things can be very important for our mental health and our physical health. So just a few things I wanted to talk about. Being prepared for the summer heat. Obviously, it is July, or going to be July, which is June, July, August, are like the hottest months of the year. We live in the Midwest. It gets very hot in the summertime. Very humid. So kind of keeping a lot of these things in your mind, just to help you be a little safer, maybe a little healthier. So being prepared. Some people don't think about preparing your homes. So preparing your homes could be making sure that everything's sealed up, like your windows, maybe putting a plastic sealant around that. Using like drapes, curtains to kind of keep in the cool air. It kind of keeps out the warm air. Using, a lot of people do that to you are reconnecting. Okay. Just making sure that you're also using insulation around those as well. Things that can help cool you down. Taking a cool, I don't know what that was. Taking a cool bath or a shower. Trying to use your appliances less. So trying to use like your stove less, your dryer, things that kind of put out heat. Trying to use those less in the extremely warm months will not only help your energy bill, but also just help you overall to maybe feel a little cooler. If you're going to spend time outside, it's very important to make sure you do have a cool, shady area. I know that can be hard, if you are outside and it's hot, but trying to find some shade, whether it be a tree, whether it be an umbrella, making sure you have a hat, things like that. Wearing breathable fabrics, so cottons. Cotton is very breathable. Try not to wear like polyester, spandex, things like that trap in the heat. So wearing loose, lightweight clothing. Drinking plenty of fluids is very important. Staying hydrated, making sure if you're going to go outside and like if you're a kid, you're going to go outside and play, or make sure you send something to drink with your kids. Maintaining, making sure you drink plenty of water. I know it can be hard sometimes, but drinking lots of water. I try to do about a gallon a day. It doesn't always happen, but and just avoid high energy activities. So avoid anything that's going to just make you so exhausted, because you don't need that on top of already feeling hot and kind of sweaty and just kind of feeling gross. And if you're like me, you're kind of grouchy when you're that way anyway. So trying to avoid any activities that could make that worse. Another thing is checking in on your friends, checking in on your family. Maybe you have some elderly loved ones. When it gets very, very hot outside, it's so important to check in on them, make sure they're doing okay. Make sure that they have a working air conditioner. If they don't have one, try to find somewhere that they can go. If they must, if they must go, maybe go to the store. I know that probably sounds very inconvenient, but go to the store if you need to. Some people might go to walk around like Walmart or whatever, just to kind of cool off for a little bit. So some things to look out for, which are health related. One of them can be heat cramps. So they're like muscle pains or spasms in your stomach or your arms or your legs. If that happens, try to get to a cooler location. remove the extra clothing so you don't have extra layers on, and take cool sips of a sports drink. Or so in this case, you do want like that Gatorade or that Powerade, excuse me, because they does have the sugar and the salt that you would need. So signs of that could be heavy sweating, paleness, muscle cramps, tiredness, weakness, things like that. Heat stroke is another thing to watch out for. So signs of a heat stroke, extremely high blood temperature or body temperature, sorry. So you want to take that orally. Your skin might be red and hot, but it's not sweaty. So that's a really important sign of a heat stroke. If someone doesn't feel well, if they're dizzy, if they're maybe feeling just really nauseous and they're really red and they're really hot, but they're not sweating at all, that's another sign of someone having a heat stroke. So some of the things to keep in mind, we talked about drinking plenty of water. Of course, always drink. You should do that anyway, but especially in the hot summer months and in the hot temperatures. It's going to be 90 some odd, almost 100 degrees this week here in Kirksville, Missouri. So definitely be mindful of you. If you're around others, be mindful of that and just drink plenty of water. Sunscreen. Using sunscreen is so important. We want to avoid those harmful UV rays. So if you're outside for any period of time at all, apply sunscreen and reapply it often. Now try a new outdoor activity. Just try to maybe get outside and enjoy nature, obviously safely. It can be nice to go on a trail, like walking a trail, or just spending time outside of the park, hanging out with people. Keeping in touch with friends and family. I know, like as I mentioned, a lot of kids, if you're out of school, you're not seeing your friends. Especially with this past year, the pandemic and everything, people have not seen their friends or their family maybe. So keeping in touch, whether that's sending a letter, that's video chats, phone calls, visiting face-to-face if you can do that. Spending time with people that you care about, showing them that you care. It's just so important to make those connections. Something that's really important in the summer, especially for kids, you're out of school, it might be hard for parents to maintain that schedule for them, but maintain a consistent sleep schedule. That's so important. So that way, like when school does start back up, or if you have something going on, it's not that much of an issue to get back in that routine, or to get up early, or go to bed at a certain time. And then another important, I know it's hard, if you're out of school, or if parents, I know it can be stressful sometimes if you're really busy, but kind of taking a break from technology a little bit in the summertime is really important. Take a break, go take a walk with your family, go ride bikes, go to the pool, do things that are family centered without technology, and just enjoy being together and spending that time together. Okay. And all this can be found on our posters that we made this is for Show Me Hope. We're going to hang these up at like the area pools, places that kids gather, like YMCAs, stuff like that. So we used to do these on Facebook Live, but now we're transitioning that to YouTube Live. So you'll find us here on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30. Feel free to leave comments if there are particular topics that you want to cover. Our crisis counseling program, we are a result of COVID, so we try to provide coping skills, provide resources. We provide resources on the local, county, state, national level, whatever we need to help people get out there and kind of build that resiliency while we're working on getting back to normal. But that is all I have for today. So thank you so much for watching, and remember to tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 2:30. All right, bye.